Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with, of course, another video. Well, if you're wondering why we're staring at 4 great big gigantic pieces of meat, it's because, well, we have ourselves another barbecue video. Well, of course, after a trip to the big city, stopped off at the old Costco again, picked up some more steak for, of course, a barbecue. Well, just got finished through perforating the steak with something pointy. Basically what that's going to do is allow the marinade to penetrate the steak further deeper in, rather than just coating the first, quarter inch or so of the steak. It's actually going to penetrate further in and hopefully get to the center this time. So of course I've got my handy dandy marinade tub like I always have, and the ingredients for, well, the marinade itself. So we'll combine everything together, we'll throw the old steaks in, and then we're good to go. So of course, this new marinade recipe that I have, it calls for soy sauce. So of course, just your standard whatever value brand type of soy sauce. If you're concerned about the sodium level in there, you can get the low salt or low sodium kind. Pretty much just dump her on in, fill the tub up with your soy sauce. The steaks, well, will displace the, and basically the soy sauce will flow over the steaks and kind of coat as you go, right? So like I said, we'll dump the first bottle in. And then as for spices or seasonings or whatever you want to do, it's kind of to your own personal preference, personal taste. And kind of just sprinkle, shake, dash, whatever you want to do, get it all in. Okay, so of course once you got the soy sauce in, give the mix itself a stir. And then it's time to add the steaks. And as you see there, it starts to displace the soy sauce in the tub, and that little bottle of soy sauce starts to, overflow and coat the steaks as it goes. Now normally I like to try to use 2 bottles here. This time around I'll probably only use about 1.5 bottles, just based on the size of the steaks themselves. So basically we'll throw the other 2 in, and then she's good for the fridge. So of course we got our steaks in the marinade here. We'll throw the old lid on her. Basically, like I said, put her in the fridge. Depends on how long you want to let her marinate for. Some people do it for 24 hours, some people will do it for 48 or so. If you're throwing these things in on, we'll say like a Wednesday or so, then they'll be good for Friday afternoon or Saturday or so. If you're doing it on a Friday and you want it for a Saturday, well then basically you're just going to have them a little bit less marinated than what they normally are. So we'll throw these in the fridge, and basically when she is grill time, it's go time. So of course, once our steaks have marinated for a bit, well, it is time to fire up the old barbecue and, well, start the cooking. So basically, just like every other time you barbecue, you turn on the old fuel, whether it's propane, natural gas, or lighting the briquettes for charcoal. You need fuel to make the heat to cook the meat, right? Pretty much there you go. Just like that, we'll let her warm up, bring out the old steaks, throw them on, and then away she goes. Okay guys, so here we go. Time to put the, potatoes, mushrooms, and onion, basically the side dish, if you will, onto the barbecue. I always start it out here on the, what they call a grill surface, and then when they're pretty close to being cooked, move them up to the warming tray, and then it keeps it warm while you're cooking your steak, right? I find it easier just to make them this way in these little, tin takeout containers. You can pick these things up for like, $1 for like 3 of them, and they work great for camping and even just leftovers, even, for you around the house here. You just cut up some potatoes, put a handful of veggies and some mushrooms and onions in each one. You could put mushroom soup in here if you want. Heck, you could probably even cook your main course in here if you want as well. I've used these same type of containers for years for barbecuing and even camping while barbecuing and stuff like that. But we'll let these cook, guys, and probably see you in about 20 minutes. Okay, guys, so when the potatoes have had enough heat for the cooking, time to, well, like I said, throw them up on the old warming tray. Barbecue. So now those are off the main grill onto the warming tray. Now comes the, well, main course, right? Got some ginormous steaks here. They're like 1.25 inches thick. So basically, we'll let those babies cook, come out, turn them a couple of times, and then, well, she's good for the eating. So here we are, guys, back out here. Steaks have been on for a few minutes. Time to give them a turn. You can add yourself a little bit of barbecue sauce if you so choose. And of course, close the lid back down again and let her cook some more. Okay, guys, so here we are. Got the potatoes off of the barbecue, checked them, they're cooking nicely. Oh, time to take off the steaks. They're all cooked and, well, good to roll, right? Pretty much with a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, and of course a little bit of heat, you can get everything cooked and pretty much everything good to go. Okay, guys, so here we go. As you've seen, we cooked the old steaks there. These were the taters that were in the containers, which we cooked and got all good. In the meantime, of course, fried up some garlic shrimp, got those all going as well. Of course, when everything was cooked, we cut her all up, pretty much ready to give her the servings and the eatings. Basically, with barbecuing, you can do pretty much anything you want for flavorings, for seasonings, for even as much as meat and all that as well. You can even cook chicken and fish. I've seen people even make birthday cakes on barbecues as well. But in this case, we cooked ourselves some nice wonderful steak for our nice wonderful meal. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.